check it. That beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. For check it. Green select glucometer. For check it. Put sugar level for check it. For check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Step into a world of exquisite fragrances at Ghana's #1 perfume hub. Visit us at Rack Luxury Perfume, located in Santa Maria, Okyeame Junction, or find us in New Akyemota, opposite Christ Redeemed Glory Church. Just a 3-minute walk from Akyemota Melcombe, your journey to finding the perfect scent begins here. Whether you're shopping for yourself or looking for the perfect gift, we offer an extensive collection for both wholesale and retail. Proudly, we are the exclusive sole distributor for the luxurious Gloria perfume. Follow us on social media for the latest updates and exclusive deals. Find us on Instagram at rack_perfumes and on Snapchat and TikTok at rack_perfumes. Connect with us on Facebook at Rack Luxury Perfumes and be the first to know about new arrivals. Reach out to us at +233 59 461 6199 or WhatsApp at 059 861 2592. Rack Luxury Perfumes. Smell unique, smell classy.
Thursday evening here on Showbiz Daily, but we are not throwing back. We are maintaining current status of happenings in our showbiz space. My name is Sammy Flex. This is Sammy Flex TV, and of course I can't do this alone. On days and times that I do it alone, you guys will know, but when it comes to Showbiz Daily, I sit with my guys. Roland Amate is already here in the middle from Shatta Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube, and RolandReport.com. And again, the Nation's blogger is also here for the week. Yeah, man. The Nation's blogger is from Anointed Electricals Engineering. He's from Kobe Josvan on YouTube, Kobe Josvan on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Teens Afrique on the .com as well. For all your updates, you can also be a part of his kingdom. That is the Kobe Josvan Kingdom, aka the Nation's blogger. Behind the scenes, digital Rasta is called Currency, who is doing our camera for us, and Richie Flex is the editor director of the show. You know how we do it. We do this with you, so relax. If you just came from work, just get your food on the table or get some warm water or tea and be sipping it small whilst you are watching and contributing to this as well. Now, one of the stories that I would want us to start with this evening, let me see which one, Paul. Okay, because we are men, let's do concern on women. Yeah, because we are men, let's do concern on women, at least to start the show. There is a lady called Abadope. Abadope is very fashionable. Abadope is very shapy, and when I say it's very shapy, I hope you get me. Yeah, like she's got it front and back. Abadope is dope. No two ways about it. Or packaging, so when you see her, you go like, this is Oba. Now what Abba is saying is that where she's gotten to in this life, what she has seen in this life, looking at how marriages are done, how people enter into marriages, her experience from back in the day, her parents and even society, she thinks that her personal decision at the moment is to have babies and not to get married. Listen to this. She said that she doesn't want to go without eating the dick. The dick there, she wants to eat. Have babies. But she doesn't want any entanglement of marriage where someone will wake up and tell her, Uncle, you don't pay me. Not some person. she can work. She wants to be a businesswoman, go about her normal duties, work, make money, and do whatever she wants to do with her money. But the babies she wants to have. When I saw the video, I said, hey, how many ladies in today's world are thinking like this? Then I found interest in this story. I said, well, when the boys sit down, we will see how best we will use this as one of our concern topics. Rich, let's listen to Abadope. And after that, I come back to ask the guys whether they are happy, they are surprised, they are shocked, or they want it like this. Let's watch this video. I'll be back.
Anyone's life. Nobody is disturbing me. I'm not disturbing anybody at the moment.
Right. But are you single?
Oh, I'm not in anyone's life. Nobody is disturbing me. I'm not disturbing anybody at the moment.
Right.
I'm not gonna get married.
Oh, ever?
No.
Oh, why?
I'm not interested.
This is something that
No, I'm not interested. You know, in the olden days, I used to be inspired by our parent marriage rites and, you know, how they stick together through the pain, through the hard times, through the thick, through the thin, and all that. But in our generation now, I'm speaking for myself. I'm no longer inspired. And you know what? In life, everyone's destiny is different. Marriage is like a right, like a contract.
Right.
So it wouldn't be like, oh, it's worked for this person, it didn't work for this person. Don't think yours not going to work.
Right.
I just want to be a businesswoman. When I get a chance, I just have a child. You can never say never, though. I'm not against it. Whatever God has in plans for me, I'm ready to embrace it.
Well, so that was Abadope in that all-inclusive interview. And what I mean by all-inclusive interview is we talk about everything. Because marriage is more private, but in this interview, it was featured in there. Now, boys, what's more saying? Come, what is a man can say? What's more saying?
Well, me and you, because you go street in so just that most of them wouldn't admit, say that is their decision. But our generation, I can say, BBH say, man, marriage is a no thing for them. Most of them see it to be like a fancy. Unlike those days now, we prioritize it so long. Chinchina say or babia or the or but this time you won't say no. Optional. You can choose to what accept and you can choose to reject. And when you say more prime zone, they say that one put here. You need not to be. Convinced. Say is either some worry and I'm worried because this is the time a kuku season. This is the time I call beba. Yes, this is the time I request beba. But the funny thing is that if you don't take care and make good decisions at your prime zone, that is when say we better be 40, 50. Now feed your young boys now you. Because at that time, cocoa and baby to say 30s and 20s now. And comparing other dope now who say be behind dope. So on the dope no, so on the young man, or the dope best say man. But by the time say you need baba no so no, not dope so what the 18 not the say man. And that is what they cry baba. Now I want to establish some points here. Say our here to say the olden days. Let me establish this point. Say those times that you be our yet. A decision. It's me who say obi so on our one. A personal decision. You chose to marry. So whatever consequences that come along it, no, bear it. The same way say I read bear it. But whatever decision that you go in for, it still boss up to the kind of choices that you make. Okay. Because unlike someone who consider a wife material and he said there are some factors to consider. We don't consider shape. It's a good shape in the you know what will come.
Shape there.
Yeah. But shape not be come. I don't know. You just said that I make a want to but shape be come. Shape I gain one. In dear, you know, radio back if you are the shape are empty, sir. And most of these ladies now we see them out there, no. You shape missing chair, empty, conco. So it is like garbage in, garbage out. So, one for the dear and to her, who needs to be on the member. And this is the generation that we find ourselves in. Right now, no, those days, no, Bema can go hustle. bring food on the table, still feed the family and the kids. Right now, I want a woman that can also go out there to hustle and bring something. So if I want to settle down with, Okuya or Ama, I am settling down with Okuya or Ama because Ama is hardworking and can bring something on the table. So if today my job is not what booming as it used to boom, there will be some equation needed to balance it. But if you think beauty is the whole thing, then along the line, you'll be disappointed. And to the ladies out there, don't think that your beauty will be a paramount for people to choose you as a wife material or even go out to do in dream. If you write up in dream, you're selected because I be behind your dream. Because we know brand, a brand like of Joe and say, I'm your nation's blogger. And you'll be because who could dream here? It's not yeah, the winter baby, go explain that. So what I'm hearing there, it is no news. But I am just hoping, say, whatever decision you're taking there, you should be careful. Or say, you can still go in for a man who is irresponsible. And none effect can affect your kids. So
no, kids maybe I'm not about the anymore.
Yes,
no, the policeman can on peg entitlement.
Yeah. The can say by heredity, so yeah, Juma. It is said because I be Jimu phobia over Jimmy former. And that is what I want to say. So it is not just about man. It is about going in for someone. Whatever products never babble until so will reflect it. But say because I be my son sending being so over ma ever how and then I did depression. Any frustration remember and then the other time for 7 maybe mpo ha obefesi heat ne kakra na won ko imagine so won kwala 3 stubborn pass and we journey so yeah we should well but on hand the because highway ne so ebobo ba ye di bi beba ye beba be can be ye better to be so abon yeah.
Okay, Roland Amate will take up the next task.
Abado computers by fire.
Yeah,
I swear.
On fire.
You see, well, it is a personal decision, and the reasons why she would want to make this decision, we all can agree that it is legit. In fact,
the reason is legit, eh?
Of course. When you check the level of divorce cases that are in the system, crazy.
Yeah.
Like you compared to a man for more warrior. A man for be 5 warrior. That same time, you a man for be 10 or mujina wa more young warring game or mu divorce ya. So per what she's saying here, of course she has a legit reason to say she doesn't want to get married. Of which it is her decision. But you see, the consequences of our decision is what mostly we look out for and not the decision itself. Today, you may take a certain decision that per the circumstances today may be the best decision that you can ever take. But you see, tomorrow, the circumstances may change. Situations may be different. Of which that decision that you took yesterday may be the most foolish decision that you've ever taken. So sometimes when we want to make certain decisions, it is very important that we consider circumstances that may change not today but also tomorrow. So that even if you would want to make decision that will give us comfort today, we will also think about tomorrow that, okay, what if situations change? Would I still, or would it still push me to make the same decision? And that is what we inform. Now, to Abado's decision, well, like I said, it's legit. But then, there are certain things that I'm also looking at. First is the fact that the kind of man she wants, and available.
How?
They are all taken.
What do you mean? No, per back. Are there some type of men alone who can give them?
Per back.
Oh, you heard her talk.
That's what I'm saying. No, when you listen to what she said carefully, she said, "Oh, she's not in anybody's life. She's not disturbing anybody. Nobody is also disturbing her. You see, the people that will not disturb her, they are all taken."
So at this stage, she doesn't want anybody to come
so
belong.
that's what I'm saying. It is not her decision is not only based on the fact that our area is not any like our area no a moving is so but one of the reasons is that obema ni poor person even so kasa masesa ma adwin sisi ampo obema no openo omu nyina yebu. That is one of the reasons. The second reason is out of the fact that you see sometimes there are people who take certain decisions because they don't want some of the things that they've done to be done to them. Ebia no ni obi kunu bi wo ho. Ebia papa no bi wo ho no. In that sense, these are men that she wants to. Onim say oware ene. If she is going in for that kind of man, the man that she is going in for, or no, any PS like 10 or 20 wants the same man. And the probability say obi kunu no kwaje ye no ye di bi be ye no high. And my minister baby ni am fine we any say man kofa ma obi meje ma ne me let me sit my somewhere. The third reason would also be the influence of certain people that she probably is affiliated to or look up to in the space. We have so many people that parade themselves as feminist, single mother, is bae, and what have you. These are well-to-do people. These are people that are well-to-do. They have their kids. They take care of their kids. Their business is running and all of that. And they quote and unquote don't depend on any man openly.
Okay.
Some may depend on men like in close quarters, but not openly.
Yeah.
So
and I'm not sure Abadope is those who depend on men.
She has a business running.
Yeah.
Whether she does or she doesn't, it is not in the open. So you can't, even if you would want to accuse her, you don't have any evidence to it. So now you would want to just give her the benefits of the doubt and say she's doing her own thing. Perfect. That's why I want to choose my words carefully and say openly. Because some may be doing it, but because it is not open, you go and challenge right now. Where is your evidence? You don't have any evidence. So I'll hold her like that. That's what I'm saying. She's seen so many of them in the space, and if we want to list, we can list plenty people that are women, that are well-to-do, have their own kids, have their own business running, and they on the outside world people see them to be okay. We can list them plenty, including some that are even in our space, and some that are even joining the gang. Some have joined the gang. You understand? So in that sense, you can, the likes of Abadope, who is also younger, coming up, and the likes, can all be influenced by some of these things. Oh, I saw her whatever. Oh, what is that? Don't worry. She has her things going on. Wow. Somebody like Nadia Boy, she's okay. Ibon Nelson.
She can mention Nanaba Ibon Nelson. Recently, see her Nanaba my son is looking all
exactly,
cute. And she's fine.
Mimi more
Mimi the Valish.
Yes, and exactly. And Lydia Force more.
Lydia Force got only by it.
Exactly. But all these people are in the space. Just Lydia Force in but just like Abadope also doesn't have a child. But is Lydia Force complaining? No. She has a business running, she's okay, she's well to do. So in that sense, it can influence the likes of Abadope and then Crawford to say everything we can do some. After all, none of them have come out to complain. So we can also do some and be okay. But the Kukwemu Semno that they don't bring out, that is one of the scariest parts. That when they go into their close quarters, what is the conversation like?
Wow.
When they get lonely. Recently, we've seen the likes of Dilemu throwing some slides. Your friend is saying, faint request to be on the internet, and I wish I had a child, and I want a husband, and I want to get married. some people may take it for a joke, but we are all humans. These are things that they usually come as humans. So yes, for Abadom's decision there, well, she doesn't want to worry anybody. Nobody wants to worry. Nobody can even force her to get married. But she should also put it at the back of her mind, say she may also regret. There's a possibility she may regret this. So if there is any way that she would want to also rethink about it in order for her to minimize the effect of that regret, maybe she can do that. Else, shall I say decision? Let's or enjoy the life one. I see idea.
Well, we wish her well. Just I like her. I like some things about her. Yeah, I like her style. As a name might be me for me. Yeah, Abado. I'm not sure I've met her one-on-one yet. One day, if I meet her, I would have a conversation with her. Abado. Shout outs to her any day.
So what do you know on that?
I say, you know, I'm only could be there. Okay, can't I? And then man, a boomer, billing business, can't be English, Nimboma. Really deep. Well, 3Music Awards is coming back. Let me hear everybody say you. For 2 years, the awards scheme was missing. In fact, like we say in English, it went on a hiatus. Now it is back. An announcement was made today at a press soiree. And this time round, the award scheme that was known to be hovering around March and April and May, around that time, now information is that it is going to be happening in September. When we were going, we said September, October. It is going to be happening in September. Derek Money is not happy why they were not specific on which day in September. I said, Derek Money, get out the hill. Do you know what it means to do this? Now, September is just around the corner. We are entering August. So what it means that the next 2 months, the award is hitting us in the face. Pine. Information I'm gathering is that they are even done with their nominations and all. That's what I'm gathering, because I hear on 9th August or so they'll be releasing their nominations. And we can't wait to see who has been nominated. Now, the good thing is that we are now going to have another competition between TGMA, that is Telecel Ghana Music Awards, and 3Music Awards. But once again, the big question is, have they gotten a headline sponsor yet? Because after listening to them during the press soiree, they made it clear that out of partnerships and sponsorship, reason they went off. Now that they've announced their comeback, are they still coming to do self-funding events, or now they've gotten sponsorship? Well, I'll listen to what my pundits would have to say about the announcement of the comeback of 3Music Awards. But before that, there is a video from the press soiree. I would want us to watch some of the highlights, some of the statements that came out before we start talking. Watch this. I'll be back.
So my name is Imam Mustafa. Okay, when I sit at this table, I am formerly Imam Mustafa. You don't know that guy. So you don't say it today. Yeah? Anyway, so like Jacob said, we are just extending this courtesy to all of you, media, press, influencers, people who start and run or trend conversations, because we put in a lot of work. Imagine not being able to bring, Ghana's favorite alternative music awards, for a year, and coming back with a bang. A lot of work has gone into this. And like Sammy said earlier in his presentation, we are back with a bang. All right. The board has sat for months. The research team sat for months. The research team, i.e., the academic sat for months to put together these nominations. And for those of you who have followed that work scheme, we don't all invite nominations, or we don't put out a request for nominations. We have a capable research team that do all the work. All right, they take their time, go through a year under review to check out, people who have used music under a year under review, and then they present it to the board. And the board will have to go through a painstaking process to finalize the nominations list. Now, because the awards is going to be held in September, our year of review has changed. This time, we are looking at January 2023 to December 2023. I repeat, the year under review for this year's awards is going to be January 2023 to December 2023. So when the nominations come out, please don't come invite us. Because we've announced it, that the year under review for consideration is going to be January 23 to December 2023. And of course,
concoctions and all that entertained us now with Right to Strike, with groundbreaking performances, marvelous production, and a narrative that is changing the event landscape. Even at a time when the whole world was on lockdown, we still managed to deliver a very creative and entertaining award show that entertained us and informed us and celebrated our music creatives while we were all at home with our face shields and our face masks and our neem tree concoctions and all those things. We still brought it to life. But there was a point where, like every good thing, challenges are inevitable. When you're running a good race, you will face hurdles, if I'm able to use that. You will face hurdles. And like every other institution that seems to break the mold, you need a hammer strong enough to crack that mold. Unfortunately, there was a time in our journey where we failed to have the impact needed with regards to sponsorship, partnerships, and the collaborations that make great ideas a reality. There is no great idea that is single sourced. No matter what brand, what product, what event you have fallen in love with, there is always the need for partnership, collaboration, and in most instances, what we refer to as sponsorship. We found ourselves wanting at a time where the country and the world at large was in a position where money was not flowing as much as it should. So the ideas we had were not able to come to fruition, to give an award that we know that our audiences deserve for the creative direction and the innovation that we also wanted to deliver. So in that regard, we've been unable for the last seasons to deliver and racing to that finish line, to deliver to you the 3Music
Awards celebrate musical excellence and set new industry standards. The 3Music Award is more than an event. It is a celebration of creativity, talent, and vibrant culture. This year, we are introducing fresh elements to captivate audience and honor the artists who inspire us. Our renewed commitment is to showcase the best in music and amplify the voices of our artists, creating an inclusive and an unforgettable experience. I extend my profound gratitude to the board, our partners, sponsors, and everyone who has supported us over the years. Your unwavering belief in our vision has been instrumental in bringing the 3Music Awards back to life. We look forward to continuing this journey together. Mark your calendars coming in September. We look forward.
Well, so good news if you ask me. I don't know what my people think and some of the observation or some of the earlier remarks that they would want to make about the comeback of 3Music Awards. Let me start this with Roland. What do you think about 3Music Awards, the comeback?
It's a good news.
Mm-hmm.
I for one, I love the competition that was between them and the TGMAs, the Ghana Music Awards people, because for me, I think they brought some level of competition in terms of experience and event organization into the space.
Okay.
The pressure that they gave to the Charterhouse body really made them elevate the experience that they attached to the whole event organization with regards to the music awards scheme.
Okay.
It was no longer come and perform, or there will be performances and we are here to celebrate musicians, so we announce the winners and we just give them. But when you look at the kind of collaboration that was born between them and the performers, that is one thing that I was excited about, because from time immemorial it was just artists built to come and perform and that was all. But now, if not for anything, even this year, we can all attest to the artists that perform, the kind of collaboration that was between them and the awards scheme, the producers of the show, where they had to now brainstorm on what even the artist props that the artist would even need on stage. And all these things were introduced by 3Music Awards when they started their whole organization and all of that.
Right.
So for them to come back, I think it is good, and I believe the competition is going to continue, where patrons will now be given real value for their money. It is going to give a different face to the event organization space, even with regards to awards, because we watch the BETs, we watch the Grammys, and we see that collaboration between the artists performing and the event producers with regards to how their performances are produced.
Fact.
Their performances go to bench. They are being drafted on paper before they are even produced on stage. So if not for anything at all, like I say, this awards night are in two different forms. The winners, like that, is celebrating people who have done well in the year under review, and also giving the patrons some form of experience. So that is the musical side of it. So if the musical side goes well, that is when you mostly see less complaint about who won what, because at the end of the day, people enjoy most of the things that they went there to experience. So even if they are paying about their favorites not winning Ghana, it doesn't show that much.
Fact.
And 3Music Awards brought that beautiful experience. So I am happy they are coming back. Now, with the reason why they went on break, or they went to the bench and all of that, so because they have not announced, or they did not mention the fact that they had a headline sponsor, I would want to believe they are coming back without a headline sponsor again. Yes, that is what I would want to believe.
You think that if they had it, they would have announced it?
Simple, plain.
Yeah.
They would have announced it, because for somebody to be a headline
it kind of makes sense. And, and for them to hide and come back.
Exactly. For somebody to be a headline sponsor, right from your comeback announcement, that is when the mileage for that particular sponsor begins.
Yeah.
You don't wait till you just have, because now the only thing that is trending as far as the announcements is concerned. You know, last year they released a flyer even suggesting they were going to do it. Then they released a press statement that they would not do it again. So for you to come and announce, some people can see it as, okay, we've seen it before. So, but then what is trending aside the announcement of comeback had to do with some of the categories that has been scrapped, like the fan army category that has been scrapped off the scheme now, and the fact that they have now changed their calendar. That is the only thing that is trending as far as they coming back is concerned. So any reasonable headline sponsor would want to be part of that conversation.
Would want to enjoy the hype from there.
And it will have to start from now. So since they did not announce, I am tempted to believe that they are still coming back without a headline sponsor. But then I also want to believe they are coming with some level of experience that they will be able to even sustain it without a headline sponsor. Even if they don't have a headline sponsor, perhaps they may not give the same experience in terms of expenditure that they were given back then, but they've learned something that they would want to apply, which will suit what they will still want to do. Until first now, Yeshiska, Sisiano, Yeshiska,
Allah.
because whatever took them on hiatus is still not there. I remember the last time when they announced their break, the 2 years back, we had a similar discussion, and Ameka said, someone here, it will be very difficult for them to even come back the following year. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I do.
Of which last year went to me, because that situation is there. Nobody can beat the financial status, the financial situation. Even TGMA, that Shatta House that even has a headline sponsor self, they are not taking it easy.
Or Trifanable.
The number of years that they've even broken even won't even be up to 5. That I can say. That I can stamp my chest and even bet my last on it. Because producing events of that magnitude with just a single headline sponsor is no joke. You may have sub-sponsors that may come, and those sponsors unfortunately may come with even products to support, products and services to support. And in terms of cutting cost on producing such events, because they are no joke, most of the times, all your money may go into producing the show, and you may not even break even. So it is a good news for the industry, because it is going to bring competition. It is going to give more options to people winning what in the space. Of course, we can never have enough. We will always encourage, because if the musician doesn't get to perform at the TGMs, we know they may have a slot at 3Music, and variety is always good for the space. So yes,
variety is the spice of life.
It's the spice of life. So someone like me, I'm happy because of their level of experience.
What do you think about the cancellation of the Fan Army category, which has also been discussed heavily by people online? What do you think about it?
Well, I would want to reserve my comments for now and wait for explanation from them.
Okay.
Because as it stands, they just announced that okay, they are taking it off. But as to what the real reason is what I am waiting for the PRO to come and explain. I am waiting for a better explanation from it, because if I am to give my comment, it may not be fair to them. Because as much as I know, the Fan Army was one of the things that added bars to the whole scheme.
Fact.
It added bars to the whole scheme. Some people may not like it, especially the people that have their own reservations about fan bases and all of that.
But that thing, I still don't get it.
Exactly.
I'll speak to this issue though.
Exactly. So if it is making, to me, if the bars is adding certain level of mileage to whatever you're doing, it should be based on a business decision.
Okay.
So until their explanation is based on a business decision and one that will affect the scheme positively, that's what I'm waiting for before I throw in my comments. Else, per what I believe in and what I think is the Fan Army brings to the scheme, if I should give my comment, it may not be fair to them. So I am waiting for them to bring their main reason. As for the speculative reasons there, I don't want to leave it. Yeah, I will leave it for now. Let the PRO come and give us real reasons, then we can dissect it proper.
All right, thank you so much. Kwame, the comeback of 3Music Awards, your commentary.
The brand is a positive news. I think industry person, I don't think it should be a bad news for you, because looking at the bars now generated through the awards, the competition and other things now, it brings money into people's pockets. Because through that production, cameraman, you bet you the car, you bet your manager car, you bet your logistics. Obia ecosystem obia, including vendors.
Fact.
So obia hotels that's juma. So one way or the other, economically, it makes sense because everybody will be cashing out. So cashing out is one thing that we need to pay attention, because Sesika boys Botuma, boys to me any man to me picking move. But as a comedy it brings out to this social vices minimum. So me always anything that will bring money into people's pockets, I always support it. Because money muyade. But whatever it is, I think they've done enough research to consider the factors, weigh their forces, to finally agree at this point they can hit it right. And I am pleading with them, if they are coming back, you see, it was nice how they started with the competition, but I was one person that me can say the way 3Music shots boom, like all of a sudden rise, it was a no thing for me. Because
I was going to disturb them.
Yes, one way or the other, I know if they do baby no one come to be, because yes, that's yes, because juma be a shots and kakra. Now fefe. Now I build the foundation.
I know yes, but about boom.
Yes, so ni boom no, and then omada and so by yes. So I believe omotomobo near be is because we are the second competitor. We are competing with the then VGMA now Telesel Ghana Music Awards. Say you would have been better now. And even that time in Pomoko break, I'm part of those people now. Me can say Anka Semon awards night in part. They should have done it online. To announce it, the winners online. So these are our winners. At least that one will reserve that year there were no award. At least we know week or so. But in terms of production, it may be expectation but 0-10 was a no thing for me. But whatever it is, I believe we my best sponsorship headline this thing well, they should consider. And Roland Ekan said he thinks there is no headline sponsor. Let me also believe you be almost more to also create conversation. Today we are here talking about it. what if it is a surprise to also create the buzz and raise more talkabilities about the whole scheme, and that one too will be a positive or a PR machinery to push the whole award. No? But whatever it is, I wish him well, and you believe he said there should be transparency in whatever that they are doing. Munyani open, no be no. And in as much as they want to compete, they should weigh their forces. And ye gidi Marco and Amaba. In today's time, production. You can still budget for it. You can still have a low budgeted amount, but still get the result that you're looking for. The quality in terms of sound, logistics, production, you can still get it. But it will still bust out to the decision, the people that you are brainstorming with, the kind of people that you are bringing them on board for them to execute the tasks that you've assigned to them. Most of the people now, sorry to say, I can't fool. You see, they will speak the big dramas. Give them the role. They won't be able to perform. So, in as much as we want to achieve value for money.
Somebody did not hear this.
Yeah. In as much as we want to achieve value for money, we should bring the right expertise on board. Make sure anybody that is assigned to a role, a duty, a function is competent enough to play that role very well, not just well, but very well. So as at the end of the day, we'll be able to achieve value, not value per se, but value on the money that will be invested in there. And yes, sir, they will come back today, and tomorrow another conversation or the same story will be narrated. Yeah.
Well, we wish them well. What do you also think about the fan that has been taken
the
off?
same way. I'm one person because fan they are the people that bring the conversation the SM, the SAC natives, the Beam, the Poom, high graders. And at some point in Pono, if studying himself say, if I'm not able to win Artist of the Year, most popular song, if I'm able to work my things or play my cards well, being fan I cool me temper. So taking it out, I think it's a no. But let me also agree, say they will come out to give us a vivid, detailed an explanation towards the decision, and whatever it is, if it is not business related, then I think they should come back again. It's still not too late. They can still rethink about it and still bring it on board. Yeah.
Well, officially, 3Music Awards, welcome. I'm sure what it means is that Sammy Flex, I'm automatically out of the scheme because of my position as a talent manager. I'll not be a part of the board again. I'm sure that is why I was not even called. I didn't have any information, because if you are a talent manager, you can't be a part of it because of conflict of interest. That thing, I'm going to contest that thing in court very soon. Yes, I'm just one person. How can I convince a whole board of about 20 people?
But you see, you may have a case, okay? You may have a case, but per the rules and regulations of the game, like in the cases of, let's say, a scheme like Grammys, you like and it wouldn't matter, because Grammys, even musicians.
That is why this will not, because I was also going to use the same example that if I'm a talent manager and I'm on a board and we are voting, how many votes do I have? It is just one vote. Just as everybody has one vote.
But so you,
because you think that if I'm there, I would influence somebody or I influence myself. But the people there, they are not being influenced, by the way.
That's so that like I said, you may have a case, but it will depend on how you argue it out per their rules and regulations. And the people know. You see,
I'll be arguing that very soon.
The people that they have.
Who said if you're an artist manager, you cannot be on a board, an awards board? Who said that?
The people that it is also going to be the people that they have on their board. You see, if none of them is an artist manager, then it complements the rules and regulations that they have in that institution. So you can't pick Grammy rules to come and compare 3Music Awards rules. You understand? But if you are able to prove that, okay, per your own rules and regulations, you've been able to exempt this person or that person who is also affiliated to this person directly into it, then you may have a case to challenge. Else, if you don't find any artist manager or somebody of your caliber in that particular position, then there is no way you would win that case.
Well, I'll still contest it, as I've told you guys, because I don't see any case here we need to really look at this and look at it well. 3Music Awards, congratulations. We wish you guys well. We pray that moving forward, most of the things you guys would want to do will go on smoothly. And again, learn how to live within your means. One of the things that I would say. When you are doing some of these things and you want to do it for the long haul, you move at your pace. I know my friend B. We are all supposed to do this small. But he actually thought, oh, I don't know. Click. So take your time. Move. Small. You grow. Very soon you guys will see our new studio.
Okay.
Oh yeah, very soon. You see our new studio. They will feel it. They will watch. They will see everything.
Watch out.
The aesthetics. They will see the aesthetics. They will take your time. There is time for everything. In this life, you have to plan everything small. Don't rush it. They will see it very, very soon. Now, let's move on to Okyeame Kwame, who has come to the defense of King Paluta. Remember Koka? The man with that serious head? Yes, Koka has been firing King Paluta for the past days. Okyeame Kwame was on an interview platform and he was asked to comment on the Koka message that King Paluta has been fluctuating and he's been flattening on most of his singing. And Kwame said something. I would want us to listen to Kwame and we come back to discuss it. And again, I want to know, looking at how Koka descended on King Paluta and how the industry responded, what have we learned from it? There are some lessons in there. I don't know if my people will get it. How Koka descended on King Paluta, was on a rampage saying this and that, and how industry, selected people, sometimes even jointly, they were all saying something to Koka. What are the lessons in there? First, let's listen to Rap Doctor in this interview.
King Paluta flat there, that one there. Mimente. King Paluta flat there, that one there. Mimente. Meso music wo university at the Ejako ni Mwankasa.
Okay.
Mente King Paluta nim the voice ni use, the voice na there. A authentic, a unique. You can feel King Paluta pain. You can feel the hustle, the upbringing, and the vision, the energy in our new when in voice ni use Mwankasa.
Sir?
When in voice ni use na what people don't know is that ano maybe ani soon. King Paluta soon no what is up to pray o so ajeje ku soon pen. Ano maybe ani soon ebi soon ano maybe ani soon enti untimi expect say King Paluta Antonium to say Kwame Yuji ansana yaje atum say wonim nyom to utie skills are auto utie say the voice ni follow progression be there ningi na akwa interesting but say utie King Paluta nia ne very unique beautiful and experienced singer because watonyo ma che na utie ni pain and when the voice him to say black would the enemy and that is why I think that he is blowing the roof off because he's such an amazing singer.
Wow.
Amazing singer.
Well, that was Okyeame Kwame, aka Rap Doctor. Now, beyond what Kwame was even saying, I want us to look at the whole industry. When Koka started his attacks, how the industry defended King Paluta, how the industry discussed Koka's words. I want us to start. Kwame, are you impressed with how the industry came to the defense of King Paluta after Koka's attacks or condemnation on his singing?
Well, at some points, let me say yes, and at some points too, I think I was very disappointed in the host. The
Adukumi.
Yes.
No, not Matu.
No.
Adukumi. Yeah, something.
I think so. No, so pushy Nana Romeo agenda nibi. No, brass I'm yanka. We push it down Nana room your kind of agenda maybe, and it's no good. You allow someone to disrespect a talent, and instead for you yourself to say something in line with whatever that the person said, you were still confident enough with whatever that happened on your platform, but that isn't the case. I think, looking at how conversation in buy any some of the bashing buy, I think one way or the other, I was quite okay. Because na me say you be to say brand near and can be yen. Na me say anka the way brand ni and a bra chasa you be yen.
Right, sir, brand ni
yes. But it is good say anya brand ni nti ye be a conversation ni mu say no the coca can no sebe wan kan ye but say na ye nyine be corner e dey assume beba space ni mo sa seme ba ye mbiem we shouldn't focus on the personality so long as the person mpo no if sebe onye mpo na at that moment nipa ni e cleaner yen kan the word here but and yet say there say if it is not from this camp and it is coming from the other camp, even if the person at that moment is the Jesus Christ in part, we should see him as Satan. That then is a no thing for me. But say about twist and about koni say but one thing that my son wanted to cook and send me or say or no ama I mean my command you na hate it. I think say he is rather using Paluta Ankasa Edina or the
headline also.
Yeah. And I think say me enye sansem no catch Paluta anka me nim obi mpo e friend cooker. Frankly speaking. No, anka me nim that. I'm being
yes. Yeah.
Anka me nim but through Makomano at least Martinenka. And now let me switch to what Okyeame Kwame is saying. I see problem in there. Most especially how our industry and that is one reason why someone like Shatta, I would love him today, tomorrow, and even if me will be my penance or say
for life,
it's for our life, even if in my casket,
today, tomorrow.
One thing and mammy de pe bra Wale asem say, or say I don't want to do it as the way they want it, yes, and that is our problem. Most of the talent need be my space no is because of say I want to be like my mentor or kasa or slang. So if he is coaching me, I need to act like him. And if I'm not acting like him, it means I'm not unique, and that is a problem. If what I'm singing is making sense and the people are loving it, what's I'm saying? Obi Arabe for 20-something years, and call your voice now so to Latino. And this guy, but see, I am busy. What's I'm doing my voice and then
are you okay?
Are you okay? Oko can't send me about to say we are being personal, but I think sometimes we should be very careful how we make our analysis. Whatever that you want to share about people, you see, if you have the right to share your opinion and you don't want people to condemn what you are saying, then don't try to crucify others when they are also making a stand.
Fact.
And that is a problem I always face anymore. Obi to make an adjun or you okay. But so also say no, I didn't say nobody did them. You have the right to voice out your opinion, but I don't have the right to also share my voice as well. That's what kind of industry that we find ourselves in. So I think moving forward, see consider now we do due diligence and justice to it, the ecosystem that we'll be talking about and the industry that we want to grow. We will have a better industry. But whatever it is, my attention here is King Paluta's new style paying off? And if it is yes, forget about whatever other people are saying.
Oh yeah, it is yes. The new style is really paying off.
So if the singer is bringing food on the table, forget it, you'll be a can. Bars, hardcore, I come back do.
Fact.
Bars, I'm not food with a punch it.
Better than punch.
I come back do.
Punch.
So in as much as what you are doing is bringing food on the table, do it well and hit it. But what's around to say about it? A hot here, find another way to switch. But my advice to Kim Paluta and say you should be innovative. In as much as all corner, you should be more creative. The storyline, you should add more, spices to it. So you say no taste no kofuma, not the name of yakaka. So as you always be relevant
in the scheme of things.
The field no. And yes sir, one way to do it. The same people that you also know, the same people will last you, and that is where ubenya uncomfortable se kukamo.
No abeg cancer.
Yes, you can and pass abim. In as much as you grow, try to add more flair to it. Try to learn along the job, no. Try to add more spices to it, so as you always look original, authentic, and fresh. And if that is the case, whatever product that you bring out, the people will accept it. And I love the way on narrating a story, no. I come out the nature. So who tell story now? You feel
you can relate. Yeah.
Yes, a koye no. Yes, sing you, but oh shit, you know to me say no, you call about to blow. Energy no, and then I went to me and I connect it, and then went to me and then yeah relate to also tell our story. So I think say if the vibe is there and the connection is there, you should keep on doing the good works. But we wish him all the best. On Tony you may be down, and this is Nikoko season. On cash out.
Cash out is allowed. Cash out is allowed.
And whatever value be on Kim Paluta and OD7 be on Fantono also. Non genedy. Man, yes, me, I want to do consideration. Yeah, there's they will ignore you.
I know.
If you don't have hate song, they will ignore you. It takes only few people like Wale, Okyeame, and they will still chop. Irrespective, December, they will still get a show to play, to cash out. But if not, who needs our spirit in India without a hate songs? So who are hate song? There's your cocoa season. Cash out and make proper investment. Invest properly and wisely. So as actually a company back, you can go back and reap whatever that you sold to also make good use of it or make a proper move out of it. If not, well,
thank you so much. Still on Kim Paluta, how the industry came to his defense and Okyeame Kwame's interview.
Well, for me, I'm not surprised though, and I was to some extent I was a little impressed as to how the industry came to the defense of Kim Paluta.
Fact.
Because
I was too.
Because when you check the comments that came, everybody was able to stand on their grounds to say, okay, you may be one of our own, you may have some level of experience in the game, but your comments do not utter right, or it doesn't sit well with the whole conversation that or agenda that you have been trying to push. And I like how they were able to shoot it down as quickly as it came. But then, for whatever effect it was intended to have, to some extent, it did.
It's gone.
Yes, it did. So, of course,
the effect is gone.
Yeah. You can't hold it like that. So, we will just employ the people for them to know that. And the lessons here is that what is good for the goose is also good for the gander. We shouldn't. But unfortunately, abaya di botechi no baba yesi abani bubu yedi na hitechi
owa
yedi
and then bana de besan babono
you see
saba krana
yedi na hitechi amane bubu. Today it is, look at how unified everybody is or they were in defending Kim Paluta. Tomorrow it will be another person and it will be as if say, oh wait there mama ya famono. Oh, techi di ofata yemfem guatechi. But the bubu. You understand? If it were to be, we know if it were to be a different artist, the conversation would have been different. Sometimes unfair treatments like some of these ones are being meted out to certain artists, but because of probably their affiliations or how people
think they don't need help,
they leave them to the wolves for them to be involved like that. I know if it were to be certain artists, the kind of voices that came to Kim Paluta's defense would have been reduced. And so better.
Wow.
Oh yes, that we know for a fact. We everybody has experienced it before. Unless, like I always say, when you have 5 years for space, when you have more than 5 years for space, you will definitely feel it, and we all know. But then, all in all, yes, Paluta had the best of defense that he can never get in the industry, and it is one of the stages. I think now he's in the second stage of his career.
Yes.
So now they will defend you. They will defend you, but he should also put it at the back of his mind that when he gets to the third stage, the same defense will now wear the number 9, number 8, number 10, and now be pushing forward. And when they begin to push, that is when you will be left alone. And this time, you will be left alone plus your lawyers. Your lawyers may be few. If you are fortunate, they may be plenty. That is if you have fan bases. But if your lawyers are few, you and your lawyers would have no other option than to push back. And that is the most difficult times that any artist may push. So now he's in the second stage. Everybody will come to his defense. So he should enjoy it whilst it lasts. But then, I am impressed.
Well, let's see how he handles that. As a matter of fact, I don't want any young talent who is yet to reach his potential to be affected in the middle of the journey. It is so heartbreaking to me. So let's support them the little we can and see how best we can all make sure they become who they want to become in the near future. Now, to the very last story. DJ Slim has been captured. Say something about Shatta Wale. When I watched the video first yesterday, I think in the evening, I was like, hey, is that DJ Slim? Then later I watched again and I said, okay, he's the one. What is he talking about? What he's saying, is it real? Is it false? Reality talk, or someone wants to hide? Let's go watch the video. When I come back, I pick views from Kwame Josvan and Roland Amate. Then we can run away from here peacefully into our homes.
For life.
But I was at the dome, and I can tell you that everybody missed.
For life.
But I was at the dome, and I can tell you that everybody missed Shatta Wale, including myself. Mimi Free Obaya, that was a tweet that I put out that I miss Shatta Wale. See, regardless of whatever they do, and I'm being real, I'm being honest, regardless of whatever that guy they do, he's a strong pillar in Ghana's music industry. Let's not downplay his essence. He's the only guy ever to have featured Beyonce where he see I'm one-on-one personal. The rest all he be lie. And the level of impact that he has, the impact he has on society, I was just wondering, I was on the red carpet and I was wondering, what if Shatta pulls up right now? The energy way will come with them. I know, say Charlie, SMP pull them ball, but Charlie, in all fairness, let's talk to our main man. Let's get him back into that war scheme, Charlie. We need him. Ghana, we miss him. Me too, I miss him.
I miss him too.
Let's get him back to.
Well, this is what we are looking at finally. That we can run away from here. Kwame, how do you interpret this video? The fact that sometimes some of the people that you think might not even love your vibe, they still see your value, and because they want to be very honest, they don't hide it, but they share it, like what DJ Slim has been captured in this video saying. We are wrapping up.
All right, so and yes, surprise to me, there is no surprise. And whatever that he's saying about Shatta Wale is the fact. We go events, we see what happens. We go to shows, we see what happens. We move to nightclubs, we see what happens. So the Wale factor or Wale conversation, there is no way you can take it out from the picture. Unless maybe you want to be biased. That is it. And that is what sometimes some of the people want to be. Hypocritically. I mean, all our big, men in the media space in here can testify. From Abeku Santana to Adi Dusty to just mention them all. Omuninamunim say no Wale, no show. But I think say DJ Slim needs to apologize to Shatta Wale. My first thing, DJ Slim, for you saying say a man beam and you still wear ticket, Wale ticket. What the back on the baby powder. That statement, he needs to apologize to Shatta Wale. It wasn't just a fine statement, it was a big insult. But the funny thing is that industry no ye but you be back on the later on reaction on no be reacting. Me I can't say no dey. And that is my problem. You see a share conversation and all these talents anytime here they come hard on our pundits, on our critiques, no. It is not like Ebiama Shadow. There was a certain move, a certain conversation be before say they react. So check a line from Shatta, Sarkodie, Stonewall, all these people anytime they go hard on entertainment critique. No say no. In same way but the funny thing is that an entertainment pundit can say anything anyhow to a musician. But if a musician reacts there, he has no right to talk. And that is what Kojo Kimbe can say, be kind. Because you don't know what they are going through. In as much as you think you're also going through hell. In their closed doors, they go through a lot. Exactly. In fact, we should be people that we should appreciate them. We should be very grateful to our creatives. Racking your brain to write songs so as you can connect, vibe. Now they are picking a filler. If you are seeing an essential be trauma, well, sometimes you need to criticize them. Yes, sometimes you can, but you're criticizing more. You're making sure that whatever that we are saying, we are being constructive. We shouldn't be personal when you make the whole thing personal. And when sometimes I watch TV, I listen to radio, some of the reviews need a personal. We even ignore the subject matter, then you attack personality. Say a cancer, I say no, with you need live band, but me answer, oh dear, catch us and I Bobby doesn't know with you who that. So let's take out the hatred, no. Personal emotions, no. Of course, I do money, maybe my dear emotions count. Fact. But when it comes to a Jumano, say a Jumana, Jumano, I don't need to be cool with you before I work with you. It's me, my say, I don't necessarily have to be having that vibe with you, say, no, but no, here. A Jumani here. And to be a Jumana there. No, but whatever Slim is saying, it is what? Fact. And local field, it is true. Okay. But how do we even say it and even amplify it well? Because you're pushing a certain agenda. But Wale is Wale. That's me Abraham who said no the Wale pillar is Wale was Afrochella. Yeah. Afrochella event, I remember. That was when I saw the magnitude of Shatta Wale. I realized that no, that guy is not appreciated enough. And if you holding him well, in fact, we have all the assets in there, but we don't cherish our own. Hardly will you hear a Nigerian man insulting the video of Burna Boy. You hear it. But let me tell you, let's flip the conversation. When the comparison is Ghana and Nigeria, a Nigerian man will never ignore a Nigerian man and come and support Ghanaian. Okay. He would have passed the case in the Bayern. All of a sudden, the conversation flipped. Now the Nigerians were supporting their own, but in our own case, we will ignore our people, even if at the time now more year Juma and so let's respect each other, strengthen the ecosystem, and trust me, mainly focus and say if it is Ghana and the agenda is to project Ghana, why not? Let's go all out and project it hard and well. Okay, well, say it finally and let's go away from here.
Somebody just gave me a comment. Say, ask Brass Sammy, say why they like they turn on and off the AC like that.
Tell them say you do they feel cold.
Too much. They feel cold. Shout out to Max Remedy. For Slim, well, for what he's saying, it's not surprised. I bet the crumble say, oh, Tayo could no in America, yeah. Yes. You see, you can't
take on your Tina.
Tina.
Yes, like when you hate Okodio Krana, you cannot hate his speed.
Exactly. It's the same thing. You see, you may hate Shatta Wale or you may not like him for so many reasons. Yeah. It's fine, it's fair. And when OBIS trust of the car said depending on the way. So definitely, you may not like him like the way somebody likes him. You may not love him like the way somebody loves him. So it's fine. But you see what he carries, the contribution that he brings to the space. Of course,
You cannot doubt it.
unless you are blind or you are stupid, or you are both. You understand? Unless you and Kasana, you just want to be ignorant, like you've chosen to be ignorant. That's the only way that, no matter how you may express your hate or you may express your unlove for the person, you would still not recognize the effort and the contribution that he brings to the space.
Fact.
It's for me, when I hear some of these things, especially coming from the likes of DJ Slim and others, I am not surprised, because for whatever he has to give to the industry, it is not in hiding.
He's done that.
Like, it is open for everybody to see his contribution as far as this industry is concerned, his achievements, his flaws, his strength, his weaknesses. They are open. People hide their flaws. See, certain people make certain reactions and people go like, hey, we never knew him to be like this. An example is maybe Stonebwoy. His recent outburst and rants and all of that get so many people surprised. These are people that would want to hide their flaws. These are people that would want to hide their weakness. Another example is also Sarkodie. When Sarkodie started smoking openly, so many people were broken-hearted. Hey, Sarkodie is smoking openly. Sarkodie is doing this. Sarkodie is doing that. But Shatta has never hidden his flaw. Whoever we know Shatta to be is open for everybody to see. Shatta likes to insult. Everybody knows. Shatta likes to show love. Everybody knows.
Shatta likes this.
Yes.
He can insult too.
Papa. Oh, you don't know if I insult. If I insult, Papa.
Shout out to Chinijin
So you see, he is good. Everybody knows. It is open for everybody to see. He is bad. Everybody knows. It is open for everybody. He likes to insult. He likes to show love. Everybody knows. Whatever he has to give to the industry, it is never hidden. Sometimes he himself will tell you, even when he wants to lie, then he will come and tell the truth. You tell Shatta something, oh, this one here, let's keep it under two. Oh, how was our bad life? Now you are make.
Our fire. I'm the vehicle. I take a crown.
Understand? So you see, this is the person that we have, and whatever he has to show, like I'm saying, it is there for everybody to see. And the scenario that he was talking about, like on the red carpet, what if Shatta comes out? And we all know Shatta no day here. Everybody is gentle. Everybody is coolly going about their own duty. But unfortunately, let him come.
Away bus.
Everything does spoil.
I know, right?
The whole place scatter. If you let him come, now until the car will be in him, Shatta, but Sane, perfume the center. Our home journey, the whole house scatter. So yeah, I am not surprised. Then the more would be coming, like how DJ Slim is saying. So we should just brace ourselves for it.
That's the Thursday's edition of Showbiz Daily. As usual, when I sit with my men, you know, we are about to exchange ideas, information, knowledge, and understanding. And it has been great this evening with the nation's blogger, Kobe Josvan, who is at the extreme end, Roland Amate in the middle, and to the production crew, Digital Rasta, Code Currency, who did camera for us, Richie Flex, editor director of the show. Subscribe to us, drop your comments. What do you think about any of these topics that we've treated today? We want to hear you talk about it. My name is Sammy Flex. I see you when I see you. Until then, we're out of here. Bye-bye.